Hello, I'm Alice and welcome to Sally's Travels. So today we're coming to you from Cherry Tree Cottage campsite just outside of York. Let's go and take a look around. Okay, so here's our campsite tour. So we pay £22 per night to stay here for 2 nights, and I think there's 11 pictures. We're on picture number 4. There are no amenities apart from toilet disposal. There's also a place where you can put your litter and drinking water points just outside, like there. It's all very neat and tidy. There's a little bit of a road next to it. Can get a little bit busy, but it's nothing to worry about. On arrival, you get given one of these packs that you have to put your money in and then go to the house and post it in. It's a very good system how it works, and I think the owners should be very proud. So now we've done a full circuit of the site, because our camper is just down there. We're just going to go and post this and also dump the litter before we head into York for the day. So this is where you come in on arrival, and you just pick your thing up that's hanging from one of those. Okay, let's go. The amenities that they have. So they have a landfill rubbish and clean mixed recycling, mixed glass, all in this little shelter. And then you go over here, so there's the road, and then you have to come in and go through that gate. Okay. In here, chemical disposal point. So yeah, that's the person's house, so we're not going to go in there. Yeah. So we're going to walk back around the other way and go back to Sally. So we're going to be heading off to York. Now we are off to Rawcliffe Bar Park and Ride. We've just arrived at Rawcliffe Bar Park and Ride. It's about a 5-minute drive from the campsite. Yeah. There is a coffee thing in the corner of the car park, which isn't there all the time, but anyway. So yeah, it's £3.60 per adult to go into York and back here, and it's free for under 17s. The car park shuts at 11 o'clock at night, and you have to pay a fine if you're willing to stay any longer. If you're willing to stay any longer. Okay. I did try to take some footage of driving down, but it didn't work out, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah, there is also a small park just next to the park and ride. So if you have any children and you just want to wear some energy off, then there is this option. There's a big climbing wall over there. You've got all your little bits and bobs, so it's actually really lovely. So yeah, it's a very nice detail that they've added. There's also a couple of picnic benches and lots of grassy area, so that's nice. You might not be able to hear me, but we've just arrived in York. Hello, we've just arrived at Clifford's Tower, so let's climb for these steps, which I'm not really looking forward to doing, but oh well. Right, let's go. We've just reached the top of Clifford Tower. I'm just going to give you a couple of fun facts. So, Clifford Tower was built in the mid-13th century, so it's very, very old. Yeah, and it's very pretty inside. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of fact boards which can give you a lot of information. So, it became a ruin in 1684, and the walls were 35 feet high, which is pretty tall. And there's a lot of steps to come in, which isn't very nice, but oh well. So yeah. In the first half of the 13th century, during the reigns of King John, 1199 to 1216, and his son Henry III, 1216-72, York Castle was rebuilt in stone. Clifford's Tower, the castle keep, served as the king's fortified accommodation. That's a very spooky door. There's another spooky door. You have to be very careful because it's a bit rough underfoot. Hello, so we've come up all of the twisting steps and we are now finally at the top of Clifford's Tower. So look, we've come all the way up them steps all up here and it's very tricky, but now we can see all of York. Look at this, it's really pretty. And if you look down here, there's inside, and it's really nice to see all the, you got the Minster Cathedral. I think up here would be a great place to have a picnic. Maybe on a bit of a warmer day. Arrived back at the campsite. It's about 4:45, and I'm just going to show you a little addition that me and my mum found earlier, that I just want to show you. It's a really nice touch to this site. So we have this little hut. Sorry, it's a little bit dark and the lighting's not great, but we have this little hut, and if we go in, open the door, the light, and you've got all your little, all your leaflets. You've got World of James Herriot because Thirsk isn't too far away from here. Been there. That's a very nice place. Castle Museum, Gulliver's, and then you got over here your Viking Centre and all the little leaflets for that. You've got some jam here, so plum and mulled wine, apple, and you can take, they're £3.50 each or 3 for £10. You take one of these envelopes and you can post it in the front door of the house, and then you've got loads of little map of York, got loads of little sort of things, got some DVDs, sorry. We've got some Dr. Dolittle. Oh, and then we also have got a couple of CDs as well. Some books that you can borrow, so all these different ones. So yeah, I think that it's a very, very nice touch to this campsite. Also got a couple of kiddies games under there. So yeah, wonderful touch. Thank you so much. So today we are back in the little hut because it's too cold outside to do a campsite with you. So I'm just going to start by saying the Cherry Tree Cottage is a brilliant campsite. Like, it's amazing. And there's footpaths that can take you into York, maybe when it's not so wet or whatever. There's Rockcliffe Bar Park and Ride, which is a 5-minute drive, and then there's Nether Poppleton one that way. But Nether Poppleton doesn't have as many like campers and spaces, so you might want to be a bit careful of that. Rockcliffe Bar is £3.60 per adult there and back, and under 17s are free. The buses come regularly, so that's good, and they see a lot of passengers. In York there's a lot of shops and places to eat. There's also a couple of activities like the York Viking Centre, and York Dungeons and things like that. There's Clifford's Tower, which we went to yesterday, which was really good, although there is quite a lot of steps, but when you get to the top it's all worth it. Cherry Tree Cottage is a very nice campsite. It's got 11 pictures and there's a lot of nice touches like this hut, and also all the pictures are numbered so you can't get lost. You also get a welcome pack on your way in, which you have to fill in and put your money in it and then post it in the house so that they have your money. It's a really nice touch and way of doing things, and it's a very nice campsite. I think we'll be returning at some point. So Cherry Tree Cottage, definitely come here. We pay £22 per night, which is £44 for 2 nights. As you get up to like 4 and 5 nights, it becomes £19 a night. So the more nights you spend here, the lower it becomes in a way. And you can also purchase 10 nights for £190, and then over the whole year you can spend 10 nights here. They don't have to be in a row. So if you've got family near York or you want to come near York quite a bit, then that's a very good option that you can do. So thank you for watching this video. We'll see you on our next adventure. Bye!